Alright, Franklin Square. The site I've chosen for the design intervention is Hobart Franklin Square. The reason I chose this square is because Franklin Square is the heart of Hobart. It contains rich of historical element, is a heritage of Hobart. The site is quite hard to redesign due to the topography and limited area space, so it was challenging me to pick this square for design intervention. Um, okay, the context overview. Alright, the satellite map is showing the context overview of Franklin Square. Franklin Square is surrounded by city context, and those vignette at the upper right corner is showing the street views around the square, mostly like high-rise building and the government department. So the bustling city life is actually surround the public green space. These conditions also give me a question. Is that the public square can be able to design a spot to connect people and city? Cultural connection. There was diversity of culture in Hobart. A person who came from different background has different habit. From my observation when I was being there, Asian will prefer to sit on bench or secondary seat, while local people will like to sit on the grass field to enjoy the natural space. People who pass by square seldom drop into green space. They were willing to sit at the bus stop or stand along the street rather than get into square. So it become a waste of space for some particular public user. And the relationship between landscape, art, and culture. For me, artwork is a piece of abstract component. It doesn't have an exact boundary to define anything. So why don't we take this aspect to integrate the artwork into the landscape design in order to remove the boundary between different cultures and connect people from various backgrounds. The political relationship, there has a few rally happens on Franklin Square, but why people want to hold a rally event in this public square? So in my opinions, because Franklin Square is the heart of Hobart City, so it becomes a public space for people to speak without any obstruction. It is also has a significant faction for people who demonstrate or have a rally events at the square. Right, concept. The main concept for the whole project is basically generate from the AT1 model, the extract model, and the output. The plan view of AT1 model is a representation of human density and concentration of people. The model is also like showing the connection between different space, and the small model that I have done is also like an interlock of small pieces. So in the project, the landscape as linkage require diversity of people having activity in the public square during different period, and the landscape system engage to 24-hour city patterns. Sketch the meaning. Though sketch drawing just a first stop of some research question. The question can be like, can an urban structure or urban fabric represent to a political meaning? Can the circulation pathway define the meaning of artwork or political issues? And what element can generate sense of interaction or actual function for connection? Thus, the artwork can bring the cultural knowledge to the public, and how to design the groundwork that can attract people coming to the square. So this idea will become the element of the design for the design intervention. Testing. Firstly, I test the concept on the University Square and see how the concept fit into the context of Uni Square. The concept for the project is linkage, so the diagram is showing an axis that connects the King Domains, Federal Square, Educational Zone, Lincoln Square, and Uni Square itself. It is high potential to integrate the concept into the square, therefore we can have more relationship to the surround context. When the design possibility adapt to the University Square, I test a few design elements into the Uni Square. It can fit quite well into the square, remain the main axis from the Faculty of Law to the entrance of Melbourne university, but the design element changed the original pathway. It has many minor pathway to let people get into the square, like presenting a welcoming scene to the public user and let them feel free to drop in. And the paving pattern, it also showing direction to the public user. So from the plan view, we also can know the gradient of human movement. The right hand side is for the outward display, uh, and the left hand side is some minor pathway. So on the right hand side will be like more static and left hand side will be more dynamic. So the idea is like encourage any kind of people and events who in the public square. Design brief. The design intervention of urban green space require public square as a linkage of people, events, and the landscape. Implement of concept to the design process aim to connect the public square to everyday activity. The square is not longer to be tedious place. The redesigned space is to bring a new excitement to public user and also make the nature of landscape adjoined to the bustling city. So a series of design could be carried out include like groundwork design, uh, public visual art installation, the memory structure, wallscape feature, planting layout, and lighting system. And the reason I put the waterscape into the brief because I think Hobart City is near to the water, but there has a weak connection to the water due to no pleasant pedestrian between the city and harbour. So the waterscape is designed as a sense of connection between the people and water, and also increase the recreational value of the square. So the presentation is end.